At that point, it's you're just gonna hurt the team. You being out there, you can't even run. They count on you to play a certain way.
Did your future health here in the next couple months that play into the decision at all?
No, I have insurance. I don't know if anybody knows about that process. So after my freshman year and I got hurt, I didn't care about getting hurt no more. Not only because I had insurance, but because I never had football taken away from me. So I just stopped taking everything for granted. It was things I was taking for granted, but I could care less about what people think why I didn't play. I'm just the fact I couldn't be out there with my brothers, man. I think that hurt more than the loss. The fact we couldn't send these scenes out the right way. But nah, man, my future didn't play any role in this. I still don't know. I still don't even know what I'm gonna do yet. So.
What's that process going to be like for you? How do you think you'll try to go about making that decision?
I don't know, man. Do they have a deadline on that? I don't know. I'll probably take it all the way up until the deadline. Got some decisions to make. Still feel like I didn't do what I set out to do as an individual and as a team. We didn't make the playoffs, didn't make the Rose Bowl, and then come here and lose the Orange Bowl, man. It just sucked. Because we worked too hard for it. Worked too hard.
Will that weigh in on what you end up deciding to do, you think?
Absolutely.
Jabrill, when you make the decision, is that something you can to not play with your health? Is that a trainer decision? Is it with you? Is it with coaches? Or you just kind of do it yourself?
It was a kind of joint decision. The trainer just watched me warm up. I knew I wasn't myself. I knew I wasn't going to be myself. But the fact that I couldn't even run, that was real discouraging. If the game was Saturday, I play in this game 100%. I just felt as though I just needed that extra day. When you tweak something like a hamstring the day before the game, that's kind of tough to recover from. I had it wrapped. I took pain relievers, icy hot, you name it. I couldn't open up, and I didn't want to risk further injury or, hurt the team. I felt as though, the young guys did a great job preparing all week, but practice is different from the game. I think, they kind of had to just settle in a little bit. And, I think they did a great job filling in. It's just this game is a game of inches and it's a game of plays. And it mattered. They made more plays than we did. So.
When did you originally tweak it?
Thursday, yesterday.
The day before the
Really, obviously emotional. Why does this group mean so much to you?
It's because we work so hard, man. You know what I mean? Like, we just work too hard not to come away with something. Like we just tight knit. You know what I'm saying? Like we just a real tight knit group. And you just want to send the seniors out the right way. And I feel as though that they got cheated. Their leadership, their hard work. The things you guys don't see behind the scenes. That's just why we all so close, man. Because nobody knows what goes on behind the scenes. You guys just see the byproduct of it, on game days. But it is what it is. It sucked right now. It hurt. I couldn't be out there with my teammates. Jake Butt went down. That hurts. It's just the way everything played out. I just feel as though we worked too hard for everything for it all to end like this, man.
Does the fact that you couldn't play in this game, will that weigh in the decision you have to make here in the next couple weeks?
Everything was going to weigh in on the decision.